We live in a tiny home, which means tiny storage. And with my newfound love of knitting and yarn, this has created a bit of a problem. Where do I put all my yarn? So in today's episode, we're on a mission to find some DIY solutions for all my knitting supplies. Hello and welcome to Lovely Day Knits. I'm Eleisha and here we chat all things knitting, but today we have a very special episode because we will be going through a tiny house tour of our beautiful home behind me, and we'll be looking at some yarn storage solutions, some DIY methods, some cheaper methods, and everything storage for yarn. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then stay tuned. But first things first, we're going to go for a tour through this tiny home, so come on through. We still have a little bit of work to do on this deck, but all the timber you see here is reclaimed timber. This is my favourite spot by far and where I do majority of my knitting. We live on my parents' 100-acre property and we have such a beautiful view from where we are. This is our tidy little laundry hidden away so that I don't have to see those clothes piling up. Welcome inside our little home. This is our living space, a great space to chill out, and we actually bought this couch from Marketplace. It's so comfy. I have a little computer workstation here, and this is our lovely kitchen. It's actually the biggest kitchen we've ever had, complete with a little stove, oven, and dishwasher. Through the hallway, we have a feature bookshelf and all of our closet space. And this is where you're probably most familiar with because it's where I do majority of my videos, in the bedroom. Through to our little bathroom, which has everything that we need. It's a little squishy at times, but we make it work. And that's it. That is our beautiful little tiny home that we love and adore. So my yarn is currently kind of spread out over the entire caravan, so it's kind of annoying me. I'll show you where it is at the moment and my terrible storage solutions at the moment. We've got lots of baskets up here and a lot of my yarn is actually stored in here, which is great and fine, but I am too lazy to get up there and grab it most of the time. But yeah, most of the storage for yarn is up here. I've also stored yarn in this little space beside the bed here. So I've got like bags of yarn and things, which is not ideal. With this space here, my husband is amazing and he has just worked wonders here. So we've got lots of cupboards and cubbies here, which honestly my whips end up most of the time. And he's also built this little, going to be a little bit messy, but he's built this little cupboard down here, so we've got all of this extra storage right behind the bed. So we put all our sheets and everything in here and he's just absolutely fantastic. Another great place that we found loads of storage space is underneath the bed. We're not going to do it right now, but you can actually lift the mattress, and on this side we've got access to all the way under there, and on this side we've actually got a drawer that runs the full length of the bed, and so you can pull it out. It's very tight at the moment, but you can pull I'm gonna need you to pull that out. I'm not gonna pull that out because we need runners on it. It's gonna stay closed, but it runs the full length of the bed and it is brilliant. We've got all of our shoes storage in here, things that we don't use very often, we kind of store under here, and then things that is kind of more of a long-term storage, we store over that side because you have to pull the whole mattress up. So let's look at some other storage we've got as well. So where I'm actually storing some of my yarn at the moment is in my closet, and don't judge me because my closet is a mess and it always is, and I don't pretend. There's my husband Drew. That's yours. It's back in there. So I've actually got, oh, everything's flying out. Oh, everything is flying out. But I've actually got a box of yarn in here as well, which is taking up my closet space. So I need to find some solutions to put this. And if we go further down the caravan, we've also got plenty of kitchen storage. We actually use these cupboards for like more, I don't know, miscellaneous type stuff. We've got our bin and everything in here. Yeah, we've got some pots and pans. So it's a mixture of kitchen things as well as just random stuff that we have. And all over this side is just all kitchen storage that we have, and we've got a little air fryer and oven as well, which is just works wonders. And we've even put in a little dishwasher, which has been life-saving. And don't judge this edging here. Apparently I did it very wrong, and it's all coming off. So we can blame me for that, not my husband. Sorry. So looking at some more storage, we've still got a little bit of work to do in the lounge room section. So it's always a work in progress, but we've got all underneath the couch storage, which is great. Currently there's a few baskets, like a few baskets with just things, and I've got some yarn under here as well. I think we're looking at, are we looking at putting like drawers under here or something? Yeah. We're looking at putting something under here so it looks a little bit more tidy. And then we've got all overhead cupboard space up here as well, and I do store some more yarny things up there as well. So it's kind of spread out across the entire caravan. So I've got to look at some more solutions, preferably cheap, preferably DIY, because that's just what we do here. And if we buy regular sized furniture items, they just tend to not fit in the caravan. So we've kind of got to custom make everything. And when I say I mean my amazing husband that's behind the camera has to do all this kind of thing. So yeah, let's look at some different storage solutions so that I can put all my yarn together and it's not spread out everywhere. Let's go have a look. So I started with looking at all of the walls in our house in hopes of finding a free space to store my yarn. I decided this wall space was probably the best. My thoughts were we could do some shelves and put the yarn in baskets, or perhaps some baskets screwed into the wall, or maybe some hanging baskets could be fun. Ultimately, I decided some shelves would be best to maximize storage. So we're also thinking if we're going to put shelves along here, then maybe we'll paint this entire wall, which I mean, honestly, there's not that much wall because it's mostly window, but to add a splash of colour in, I think would look quite nice. So I think that's the plan. We're going to have a look at some paints to paint this wall. It kind of goes up and then that will be where the shelves go. So we'll see what happens. Now I just needed a handy guy to build these shelves. Oh, would you look at that? He appeared. So he measured up and we were off to Bunnings in search for the right timber and some paint for these shelves and wall. And after an hour in the paint section, we finally decided on some greens. So hubby got started on the shelves, although he did have a much better design in mind than what I had originally asked for. So you'll be very used to this space. This is where I do majority of my filming. And we've got these beautiful shelves here, which look really nice and neat and a little bit aesthetic at the moment. But the only issue is that this isn't what it normally looks like. This is what it normally looks like. And so I really got to find a solution for all of this. A lot of it is like my knitting needles are just everywhere. I've got yarn everywhere as well. All my current projects, everything kind of just goes up here because I knit here all the time. And this is like the closest reaching point for me. So I've been thinking very hard about solutions of where to put all these things so that they actually have a home and they stop just cluttering this section up here, because I would like our bedhead section to actually look neat most of the time. I have this blank wall here, which we don't use for anything. It's only got my pump on it currently and it lives there, but between the pump and the actual shelving there is nothing here, and like kind of all the way up as well. So what I was thinking is that I could maybe sew something to put here as a storage solution. I'm thinking something with pockets and different sections so that I can put different tools in different sections. I think that'll make it a little bit more organized and a little bit more neat. And while I'm sitting here, I can just like pop things like scissors and crochet hooks and knitting needles and just like pop them here, opposed to like rummaging around back here and making a mess of things. So let's see what I can come up with. First things first is going through and seeing what we've got in this box to actually store in the sewing storage. So I've got plenty of knitting needles that I think I might just keep on the shelf because they're already in these packages. These are my short needles, my normal needles, and then my sock and DPN needles. So they might just stay on the shelf. Then I've got all of this really annoying stuff. I've got this gauge thing, measuring thing. And then we've got like tins of like just stitch markers, camera stuff like microphones, computer storage. There are so many of these long cords as well, which is the try-it-on tubing, which is fabulous stuff, but they just get so tangled in this box, so I definitely need to sort that out. So I pulled out the drawing book and got to sketching a design. My thoughts were pretty simple, a few pockets for all of the knitting and camera things, and I decided to make it a little smaller than I was originally thinking. So I measured up and pulled out a box of fabrics that I had in the shed and decided that this one would be pretty cute. Then dusted off the sewing machine, and I mean literally because it's been in storage for the past year, and I was ready to sew, although Maui had other plans. So while I was working on this storage, hubby was also making progress with the shelves.
Here she comes like the rays of the sun, she shines. A 10 out of 10 low, she's no less than a dime. Sets my soul on fire and helps me unwind. Strive and carry on, and carry on. She got the soul of a warrior, but a tender heart.
So I've just completed this very professional looking and very straight and very precisely measured DIY storage, which I honestly think is really cute. It literally took me like half an hour, and it's don't look closely because it's very wonky, and I couldn't be bothered to, you know, do all the things where you're proper and measure things out on not a bed. So we're actually going to put knitting needles in the top and the bottom just because I didn't want to put more than one hook in the wall. Had some spare knitting needles hanging around, so he's just got to chop off the ends of them so that they fit in a bit better, but oh no. I sewed in the bottom. Of course I did. I made sure not to do that to the top, but you know, whatever. Anyways, we get the gist. So this is kind of what it will look like, and yeah, I think it'll fit everything in there. I ended up just doing a few less pockets, so that'll fit in, and then I was just thinking the cordy stuff can just go shoved in the side here, because out of sight, out of mind, and then when I need it, I'll just have a couple in there ready to go. So I have some crochet hooks to go in the bottom one and some scissors as well. And then I've got this tin that I got from like a conditioner bar, and it's been perfect for stitch markers, so that'll go in there too. And then some little needles to weave in on my ends that can go in there as well. I just need to get my amazing hubby to put in a little hook there, and then we'll be sweet. Everything's just right there ready to grab, and hopefully that'll stop all the mess behind me, and the mess can just go in here. In hindsight, I do wish that I had have done it bigger, so I could have some more pockets. But I mean, I've got heaps of spare material, so if I do want to do it bigger later on, can totally do it. But as for now, I think it's okay. So it just goes to show you, if you've got like a tiny bit of sewing machine experience and some scrap materials laying around, then you don't always need to go to the shops, spend your money, and you can end up with something like this that does exactly the job that you wanted and is handmade, which is just extra special. Hubby had finished the shelves and they were looking amazing. Now all that was left to do was to paint them. We chose the colour Dark Velvet Green, and it turned out to be such a beautiful colour. That night we decided to paint the wall and get it ready to put the shelf in. So while hubby is doing the second coat of paint here, I thought I would show you some of the yarn that has arrived today, which I am very, very excited for. So these shelves are coming in perfect timing because I I have nowhere to put it. I am going to challenge myself to knit a dress. I put a little bit of a poll out on my Instagram to see what colour to choose for this dress. Majority voted red. So this is the beautiful red that I will be knitting a dress up in. This is the Bendigo Woolen Mills cotton in 4-ply cranberry juice, and it is a beautiful, it's like a deep red and it's kind of got like a pinky undertones to it. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I also got some pink in their spring cotton, which is this really, really cool texture. And this color is they're kind of very similar, but the pink is much lighter than the red, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna knit a top or two up in this color, and they're so soft as well. I was very pleasantly surprised at how soft they were. I also ordered some sock yarn from them as well because I needed it for a test knit, and this is their cotton candy 4-ply, and it is super fun. It's like a color changing, so it like shifts colors as you go on through. Oh, I also got my hubby right here some sock yarn. He hasn't seen this yet. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah? It's alright?
Bluey grey.
Bit of a bluey grey.
That's cool.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be darker. It looked darker online, but I think they'll go alright.
I like it a lot.
He likes them. Let's see how long until he wears a hole in them, because all of his socks have holes in them. Do they not? Ooh, also, I do have to show you, I went to Skein Yarn to pick up an order, and oh my goodness, talk about the most beautiful luxury yarn. I got 2 different colors from Skein. The first one is this beautiful green, which very different from my wardrobe, but this is her Lano base. It's 90% superwash merino and 10% linen, and it is a beautiful shade of green. And then I've got some of this one here. This is her Silky Socks collection, and it is 50% superwash merino, 50% silk, and I think it is just the most beautiful color. It is in the color Apple Blossom, so I'm really looking forward to knitting something up with this. I'm thinking of knitting the outline tee. I'm not sure who it's by. In this, I think that would look really pretty, and then this is for a test knit for Althea Handmade. She's doing a little tank top, so I think this will be lovely. There's a little mini yarn haul for you. So hubby got the final touches. It was the handle to go on the bottom. So he's just putting on that right now, and it is absolutely gorgeous. He got it from a secondhand shop just like 10 minutes from us, and it is just so beautiful. Let's show you. Beautiful job putting that on.
Thanks, dear.
Oh, she's stunning. Okay, so it is done. Officially done. Let me give you a little show. So this is the final reveal of the shelves. It is looking so much better than I ever could have even imagined. I absolutely love everything about it. Let me show you a bit more of a close-up. So we've got all these shelves, and then right down the bottom is this awesome, what's it called? Drawer. I love everything about this. This is absolutely stunning. So now, all that needs to be done is to decorate the shelves and put all the yarn on there. So let's go get some yarn. So this is most of my yarn and everything that I will be displaying on the shelves behind me. I do have some like scrap yarns and things that I got from op shops years ago before I was into knitting and understood the different yarns and weights and things like that. So I won't be displaying those. I think I'll just keep them above the bed. But this is all my very pretty yarn and things that I already have projects ready to go and ready to knit up. So this is what I'll be displaying, and I'm very, very excited to display it. Now I've just got to get to the fun part and put it all together. Maybe pop a little plant in there as well, or a few books maybe. I don't know. We get to design it now, so I'm very excited. Let's get to it. So I'm just not sure how I should actually organize them, because I feel like I've got like very distinctive colors. So maybe I should do like different shelf, a different color, or if I should do my hand-dyed yarns in one shelf and then another brand in another shelf. I'm struggling a little bit with where to actually put it all. So I'll start with colour and then we'll see how we go. This is turning out to be a lot more difficult than I anticipated. I don't know how to style things to make them look good. I don't think the colour thing is working, so I might just go with the brand maybe. Just something is missing. I don't know what it is. I do need a plant here, so maybe I should start with a plant, work around the plant. Ooh, yeah, maybe that's what it was missing, just some greenery. I did steal this one from the bathroom, so I may have to replace that one. But I feel like that instantly makes the yarn look better. Like, do you not agree? Just a little bit of greenery in there? Look at me go. I'm styling things. The other thing that I'm not quite happy with is the look of my drops grey yarn. Let me show you. So it's currently looking like this, and a lot of them are like untangled and they're just not looking fabulous. You know what I mean? I mean, I could just leave it like that and it is what it is, but I could cake them all up. But I'm thinking that might be a lot of effort for like maybe not that much result. So do I just leave it like that, or like caking it up would actually look so much better? But I just don't know if I'm in the mood for caking up. But it's just a little bit ratty, and especially this mohair, I'm not looking forward to knitting with just because it's all tangled up. And that was my own fault because my storage was not great. I'm not loving this shelf. It's not cute. It's not aesthetic. So maybe I'll just get some other yarn and cover it up. That's a great idea. Let's do that. Instantly better. We're back on. I'm thinking I'll just cover it up. Let's do that. So I've got some of this Bendigo Woolen Mills Classic Harvest Gold that actually my mother-in-law just gifted me because she's a beautiful human, and I'm absolutely loving this. But now it's covering up the grey yarn that I don't like. Oh, it's like it never existed. So these are some of my hand-dyed yarns, and they are so beautiful, and I just want to see them all the time. So I'm trying to think of a place where I can put them that's like in eye line at all times. So I'm thinking the middle shelf might be it. But this is skein yarn, Oh So Fine, in the colour Petrol. And then I've got some of her Cushy DK in the colour Creme de Cafe. And then I've got some hodgepodge skeins, which are stunning in Sunstone and Celestite. And then I've got her Brumby one as well in hodgepodge skeins. So I kind of want to like showcase them all together and somewhere that I can see them all the time, because they are my beautiful, beautiful hand-dyed yarns, and they cost just that little bit extra. So I want to give them that extra little bit of love. I am really, really considering caking up all of these hand-dyed yarns right now because they're really hard to style on a shelf. Like, they kind of just lay flat, and it's not very aesthetic, is it? So I might cake them up. The only thing is I don't have one of those spinny things, so when I wind it up it's really, really difficult, but it would look so much prettier. So I don't know. I don't want to deal with this right now. It's all tangled, and I don't want to deal with it, but I want to display this, but it's so tangled. So I don't think I'm going to. I keep that one for another day. You can stay there. Where to put all this yarn? So while I spent the week knitting and sorting out my yarn storage, hubby was very busy with a few extra home improvements to make our little home even more special.
Don't know if I was aware a piece was missing. In this puzzle I used to call my life. Oh no, didn't even care enough to be dismissive. I just kept keeping on in my stride. Oh,
I just got the most exciting package in the mail. One of you beautiful viewers, your name is Joanne, and you know who you are, just gifted me a Swift. Oh my goodness, I was so excited. She had a spare one at her home and she's like, I would love to give this to you. I was so stoked because this is exactly what I needed in exactly the perfect timing. So thank you so much, Joanne. You don't know how much this means to me. So that means that I can cake up these skeins and make my yarn shelf look even more beautiful, which I'm just, I'm so sorry, there's a spider on the tripod right below where you are. I'm not internally freaking out, it's fine. Oh, it moved. This is where I need my husband. I'll just pretend it's not there. Oh, I really don't like spiders. Oh, it's moving. Oh, it's all right. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna pretend it's not there. Pretend it's not there, okay, I can do this. What was I saying? I get to skein up these beautiful hand-dyed yarns and make my yarn shelf look that little bit extra beautiful because I can have these in cakes rather than like this, which look beautiful as is, but cakes is where it's at. Let's get to assembling this so I can do this. I'm so excited. Okay. Ooh, okay, it's working. That's so cool. This is the coolest thing ever. Oh, that's so fun. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at that. It spins. I'm so excited. Oh, I feel like it's a toy. It's a toy. Oh, I forgot my ball winder. I can't pause the video because the spider is still there. All right, I'll go get my ball winder. Oh, this just looks so beautiful and aesthetic. So I've got my little cheapy $10 ball winder. I just set it here, I suppose, if it can. All right. Oh, look at this professional setup. Okay, I need scissors too. Damn that spider. It's really, really preventing me from stopping and starting. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I already feel like this is so much easier than me putting it around my knees and trying to do that, because honestly it was taking me, I think, one ball. I had to do mohair a couple of times and that literally took me an hour and a half to do. An hour and a half of my life wasted when I could have just been using this thing. I wonder how long this is actually going to take, because I feel like it's going to be significantly faster than an hour and a half, and even some of the 4-ply skeins that I was doing still took me like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. I'll give myself that. Okay, I think I'm set up and ready to go. This is so exciting. Moment of truth. Oh, stop it. That is so cool. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, she's just snagged. That's fine. The two have been tangled and that's fine. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. Stop. This is so much easier. I wonder if I could do turbo, boost it. Oh my gosh. All right, boost it even more. See how fast she can go. Wow, 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 wow. It's so quick. Oh, how did I not get one of these so much earlier? Wow. This is so easy. Whee! Oh, this is truly my new favorite hobby. I don't even need knitting anymore. I just have ball winding. This is so fun and so satisfying to watch too. Did you witness that? That literally took like 3 minutes. And look at this beautiful cake. 3 minutes of work. And we get this gorgeous, gorgeous cake. And oh my gosh, Joanne, you have just changed my ball winding game. I hope you appreciate how much time you are saving me, and that means that I get more time for knitting now, because each ball only takes like 3 minutes. Ah, this is so amazing. Okay, this is my new favorite tool. Let's get on to the other balls. Let's see if the spider is gone. Oh, it's almost scary when you don't know where they are.
Whenever you're lonely, just pick up the phone and call me. I'll be there. Girl, let me show you. You're my one and only, like I told you. I'll be there. And you get blue, I got the loving for you. Yeah, I'll be there.
I love the design of this Swift because you can do this. Easy storage, wherever you need it. So we've got all the yarn caked up and ready to put on the shelves, which have been up for about a week now, and I have been absolutely loving this storage. It has been so amazing. It's still a little bit chaotic with all the yarn, and I did find some yarn that actually was still spread out around the caravan, so I've got to pop that on the shelf now as well, and then it can be finally all finished, all complete, and these look so much prettier all caked up. So I think this is going to make it look a little bit neater as well. Instantly neater. Like, this is so much better because I can actually stack them as well. So this is some of the yarn that was at the front of the caravan that I've got to like put in the shelves, and then this is a basket that I left up there and I had completely forgotten about. So I'm going to pop them on there now, and then that should be all the yarn, all done, all sorted, and this shelf will then be complete. So this storage turned out to be an absolute win as well. I do wish it was bigger, but I have been using it so much. These little things, these are hot tried on tubing. This is kind of how I've been storing it, just tying it up and popping it in here, and that's been working out really good. I've just got all my needles and things in here and my stitch markers. It's just been an absolute win. And I'll show you something else that I've been using to store this is my scrap yarn in as well, which has been actually awesome, is just this box, this little box here. So what I've been doing is anytime I've got like scrap yarn or I've got scrap material in there, I just chuck it in here. And so by the end of it, when I have like a full box or something, I might put it in a big jar, and then that way I've got all my scraps and things. So if I do make a toy or something in the future, I've got stuffing to put in it, or I've just got some yarn to do repairs and things with as well. So I've been, instead of just throwing it away, I've just been popping it into this box, and that has been really good.
When I need you, I'll be there. I just need your love, and I long for your touch. Won't you tell me I'll be there? Your loneliness kills me, but your loving it thrills me. Won't you speak those words? I'll be there. Whatever tomorrow may hold, I know you're the one for me, child. And when we're together, my love, you give me hope.
This space is all done, and I could not be happier with the results. It looks absolutely amazing, better than I ever thought this area could ever look. So my husband did the most amazing job putting this all together. We've still got a few things to do in around the deck, like paint the chair, and I have to cover it, and I'm not sure what color to cover it. So we've got green just going on there right now. But adding the plants in just added so much life to this area. And the best thing was that the stain was free, the timber was free, pretty much this whole area was free. And that was just from asking out some local hardware stores that were getting rid of some timber. So we snagged that up. There was some stain left over from an old job that my husband was doing. So just with a little bit of asking around, we got a few free things as well. And look at the results. They are absolutely amazing. And this is literally where I live, and it is, I just could not be happier. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode. I hope you had fun and maybe even found some inspiration for some yarn storage for your home as well. If you're looking for some more knitting podcasts, inspiration or vlogs, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the family here at Lovely Day Knits. Thank you so much again for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day. 1, 2, 3.